Okay, so today we're going to do a short video about an introduction to the auction house. I know I explained a little bit about it in my first video, um, and let's see here.
I can't
Well,
carry
there we go.
anymore.
Nothing sold
Inventory is
there.
full.
Uh, okay. Shit. This is a problem that will happen very often, so I guess one tip is when you start playing, when we go through the progression from my new character, starting January 13th instead of the 20th. I just read that the Burning Crusade's gonna happen, it's gonna pre-release on the 13th, so at least it won't be that long until you can play as either the Blood Elves or the Draenei on the Alliance side, and as well as jewel crafting will open up as a profession, and some new raids and so on. So the 13th it's happening instead of the 20th, so I am waiting for that. But yeah, like I was saying, when you first start playing, one thing you should focus on is getting bigger bags. We'll check it on the auction house. I can't even grab anything because like my bags were full, so I honestly don't care about half of this stuff. Some of the stuff is like just I don't need it right now. So I'm just gonna toss something out. Let's see here. You know what? You can always feed him that. These are actually worthwhile clam meats, because as you get your professions up, one of the professions you need to basically evolve is cooking, and it has some good buffs. Like for example, boiled clams, 4 stamina and spirit for 15 minutes. Some basic, basic buffs. And eventually, you'll start making better food, and I'm at 69 out of 150. Yeah, there's like I said before, there's so much to do in this game. For now, we're gonna just head back to one of the main cities. So for someone who's brand new at this game, because I did have a question from someone recently saying that they're completely brand new, they didn't really understand most of what I was saying in the first video. Not to worry, for people who need a basic introduction to the game, I will be making that when I make the character on January 13th instead of the 20th again, when TBC drops. I'm going to go through everything for like an introductory for someone who's never played this game first time, so that way they can really get a proper feel and an understanding of everything they see here, because for a new player it can be overwhelming. Someone who's never played MMOs, they've asked me to make an introduction to the game basically from the get-go. So I'm going to make it from the point of view of starting the character and loading in, and basically how to load up add-ons. I'm going to show everything step by step, and yeah, that way someone who's interested in playing the game that's never played it before can get a better understanding. So for now, we're headed to Orgrimmar, one of the main cities for the Horde, and yeah, we're gonna check out the auction house, and basically one of the most important, in my opinion, add-ons to use for this would be Auctionator. It makes buying and selling a whole lot easier. That way you don't have to guess on the current ask and the current bids of what prices of commodities or whatever in the game that you want to buy and sell is going for. Makes the process a lot faster, saves time, and it prevents you from getting things expiring like what happened to me there, where nothing sells. So I'm just gonna basically go into that, and yeah, small little video about the auction house today. As for cooking, yeah, like some of these can sell for some decent coin. As you can see where it says vendor and it says auction, because I am running Auctionator right now, it tells you an estimate price of what it's going for right now. If you hold shift, it tells you, well, when you go in my bag, sorry, it'll tell you how much your whole stack is worth. So for each individual item, for a clam meat for example, it's going for about 15 sil, 99 coppers. So it's, you know, rounded up to 16 silvers. You hold shift, so that stack will sell for 1 gold and 11 silvers. So, like I said, very useful add-on, especially if you're like me. I sometimes will take a couple of days off and just play the auction house. Gives me something to do. So here's the auction house here. For those of you who've never played it, so it can be, you know, I guess, not very self-explanatory in the beginning. So they do separate everything into different subsections, but like I said, I mean, back in the day when I played this the first time and Auctionator didn't exist, you'd have to go into specifically what you wanted. So let's say, I don't know, let's go for rings and necklaces. It's under miscellaneous, so neck. Let's take a look at that. So you can go by designation of rarity, or you can go by level, or you can go by how much it's worth. So if you're just looking for the cheapest, let's say my character doesn't have anything. So I got nothing on there right now. So let's say I wanted, I'm pretty low level too, so I mean, like, let's see here. Level 16, I won't be able to wear any of these things that are there right now. Until jewel crafting hits, you'll probably start seeing people like myself. I'll make some stuff that can be worn as low as level, like, you know, 12, 15, and so on. So let's see here, there's nothing that I can wear right now. Let's check out some rings. Here we go. So for example, 5 nature resistance, that's pretty garbage. I won't even bother buying that. Like I said before in the last video, most of the stuff's not even worthwhile to buy, but I mean, hey, if you got nothing in the slot, like I got nothing when I hold shift, I got nothing in my slot. So, I mean, if you got nothing and you got the extra money to burn, sure, right? You know, it doesn't hurt. But honestly, I wouldn't waste my time. You want stuff that's, you know, pertains to your character, which I'll go over, you know, in the next video when I make that character. So, for example, strength and agility, you might, you know, use that for a hunter. You might use it for a rogue. Rogues use a lot of agility. If you wanted to focus on, you know, some people might laugh about ret pallies, but retribution paladins, I think they're pretty good. If you're going for, you know, some DPS and you want to prolong an encounter, paladins are good at, I would say, basically prolonging a battle. They might not finish it right away, but you can outlast people because you can heal. You can wear plate mail at 40. You can wear mail like under that, so you got some good defense. Back in the day, when you had to write your own macros, I wrote a couple of macros where I was able to switch different gear, different armor, and different weapons with the touch of a button. And then eventually, I think they disallowed that. When I tested this game out 5 months ago, I think if you actually are in a fight with someone, if you're like locked in combat, I don't think you can actually change gear anymore. So I think they updated that. They took that out of the game. I don't know about different armor sets. If they've made that available for people who can't write macros or have no interest in writing macros. I think there's buttons now you can just load on armor sets. I can't remember if that was the other server I was playing on that I was testing out, but as far as I remember, TBC never had armor sets. You can just, you know, click a button and then just swap armor sets. You had to write macros. So if they go back to that, then you know what? That's fine. There's probably, you know, basic how-tos on writing macros. They're not very hard. You know, just gotta guess. You gotta just test it out, sorry. With the timing, I remember to cast certain things, you know, you'd have to input like a time before it casts something or before it changes an item and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, this is basically the auction house. So obviously it's not, you know, it's in red, so I can't wear it. Anything in white I can wear. So let's try by level. So this is how you can basically organize everything by the level. Some of this stuff looks very overpriced. I mean, 200 gold, but whatever, right? For twinks, level 10, you know, somebody making a twink, maybe they might buy that, but I wouldn't waste my time. So yeah, that's basically how that works. You know, you can search. Let's see. Let's see what's on there. Basically, anti-venom that you can produce. There's all different types of materials. Let's type in something basic like copper. Copper bolts for engineers. There we go. So this is like the gist of it when you're searching the regular way. As you can see, it's not it's not really giving you everything in a proper order right away. You're seeing a buyout at 99 silvers. You're seeing, like, you know, a bid price at 1 copper. You know, it's pretty much not going to tell you. It's not organized very good, right? So this is exactly what I mean. I mean, if you want to get to, like, let's say I have some coppers to sell, right? I have let's see, I have a stack right there. I thought I had more than that, but I have some tin. I have 20 bars. I thought I had more. Huh. Anyways, so let's say I wanted to sell a stack of 10. Where is it? Right there, right? So it's telling me when I hold shift, Auctionator tells you right away that you're probably going to get about 48 silver for that stack of 10. So when I'm looking at it here, I'm like, wait a minute, they're selling for like 65 to 69, right? But as you keep moving over, you can see the price change. So you might be trying to, like, find a good, you know, zone where to sell, where you want to sell your items, and that can take quite a bit of time. And you know, you might price it at the wrong price point, and then it won't sell, right? So this is what Auctionator is good for. So let's go selling, right? Again, I don't know if they'll take this out of the game or not. Right now, it works. When TBC hits, I don't know if they're gonna get rid of this. You know, I don't work for Blizzard. I don't know. I think it's a very good add-on, but who knows, right? You never know. Things change over time, and then you won't be able to use some of these add-ons. So anyways, this tells you right away the duration. So if you want to do 2 hours, you want to do 8 hours, you want to do a whole day, 24 hours. Now sometimes it is worth it to hold on to it for to make your ad for 24 hours, because sometimes you're not selling something that is going to sell like a hotcake. It's not going to sell right away. You might be wasting your time and put it for 8 hours because, you know, the deposit's cheaper. Honestly, the deposit's very cheap on this. You might as well do 24 hours. And this is the best part of Auctionator right here. So this tells you the unit price, what each price is selling for each unit. So it's 6 silvers and 27 coppers is the going price for 1 piece of copper ore. Now that's important because that'll tell you where you're going to actually post yours. So what I tend to do is, if I see, you know, it's not a drastic change in price, you could undercut them by 1 copper and you'll probably most likely sell it. Or what you can do is, if you see like 1 stack of 1, 1 stack of 3, you know those are going to sell right away. So there's no point undercutting each other. You can probably sell it somewhere in the middle, right? And you still sell it. That way you don't kill the price, right? So I see 1 stack of 10, 1 stack of 9. These go pretty quick. So, I mean, it's the same thing. Unit price, 6 silver, 28 coppers. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I can post it for that, right? And this is what happens here. So, I'm going to post, let's see here, 1 stack of 10. So I can do 1 stack of 12. Get rid of all of it. Free up 2 bag slots, right? Selling for 6 silver, 28 coppers. The whole stack price is going to cost 62 sils. It's not a lot of money, but you know what? Oh, it's not letting me. The max is 10. Okay, so it's got to go in increments of 10s, right? Again, I haven't used this in a while, so, you know, excuse my ignorance there. So stack of 10, right? And I could do another stack of 2. So we're going to get 62 silver. So let's post it, right? Double check, you know, 6 silver, 28 coppers. Okay, so there's ours right there. So we haven't undercut them to kill the market or anything like that. We're not doing like 3 silvers and, you know, we're just gonna piss everyone off. You're gonna get nothing for it. There's no point, right? So there's ours right there. It's for sale. Now, jewel crafting's coming up. So honestly, since I'm looking forward to, you know, the Burning Crusade, like I keep saying, and jewel crafting is one of the professions that I liked going into back in the day. I might do that again. I don't know if I'm going to do it with the warrior. You know, some of you might rather doing blacksmithing, right? That might be more worthwhile. But again, we're playing this game for fun, right? Jewel crafting there is a point in it because towards the latter part of the game, you got sockets, so you can make jewels to socket your items. So it's still worthwhile. A lot of professions are still worthwhile in the game. It's basically up to you what you want to do. One thing about mining is I believe you get something called toughness. It gives you a little boost in stats when you get to a certain level of mining, so that's pretty cool. Same thing with leatherworking. I think there's like a boost in something. I can't remember what it is. But when you get to a certain level, you do get these little boosts in stats. So when we make the warrior, and I might make a paladin just for the hell of it. I might make the paladin the jewel crafter, and I might make the warrior the blacksmith on purpose. And you'll see what I'm talking about then. But the whole reason why I'm bringing that up is if you decide to go into jewel crafting, you want to start saving some of these ores because you can prospect them. So when you prospect it, I believe it destroys in increments of 5, and that's how you can find jewels. You won't always find jewels out there when you're mining. It procs, for example, like blood shard. It procs when you're mining. So sometimes, you know, you won't get the jewels that you want. It's faster to prospect, especially when you want to start making more complicated items like certain rings and stuff like that. You need certain jewels. So you might want to start saving these from now, or if you're really smart, you would have already been playing this and saved up a crap load of these already. I was saving these, like I said, 5 months ago, but I didn't know if I was going to come back to the game because I didn't know if TBC was happening. But once I heard for sure it's happening, then you know, that's what drew me back. So I'm going to start mining some of these, and I'm going to start saving some. So basically that's pretty much Auctionator right there. When you're shopping for stuff, you can basically save searches, like let's say bags. You know, it tells you how much your bags are. So let's go into that right there. There's my auction right there. It tells you no one's bidding on it yet, and so on. Bids is the old screen, so it tells you all the things that you bid on. So let's try this. So the only bag that's coming up is linen bags. So, you know, there are issues with Auctionator. It's not, search engine doesn't seem like it's the best all the time, but let's search something that we already have and see if it comes up. Mage weave bag. There we go. So sometimes you have to be a little more specific, which kind of sucks, because in the regular browse you can just search in bag. And you might have to go through a lot of stuff here, but you know, you'll start seeing it 6 slots. So let's go to rarity. Let's go up. So when you go up, it becomes more rare. So you start off with 8 slot bags. These are really cheap, 69 silvers. I mean, this is something that you definitely want to invest in when you're first starting off, because the most annoying thing is you find some good items and your bags are full, like what happened to me earlier. So you definitely want to pick up some decent bags. Like, look at this, only 13 silvers. Like, that's really cheap. Tells you how much, you know, 1,017 in total. So honestly, the market on this server, which I'm playing on, is you know, it's pretty good. There's a lot of people playing. There's a lot of stuff being produced. Seems like for a decent price as well. It's not that bad. It's nothing crazy. It's not like they're asking 100 gold for like some regular bags. 14 slot bags, two gold, almost 3 gold. 2 gold. It's not bad. 14 slots. Like, this is ridiculous, but yeah, you got some more here. It's more unique, but who gives a crap? That's not really important. You want slots, right? So rune cloths, 14 slot bags. It'll get you far away. Every server's got like a different economy, like I was saying before. That's what I meant by organic. It's not controlled by anyone. It's basically what things are buying and selling for, and you know what? You can have fun with it. There we go. So it's it's getting up there in a little more price, right? That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the auction house right there. Later on, if you want to make some easy money, you can go through things. You can see things that are being sold extremely cheap. You buy it, resell it for fun. It's like playing the stock market. So many different ways to play this game. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start just mining some ore, save it up for the next expansion, and yeah, I'll see you then. Later.